Hello and welcome to Jan's Chats and Reacts. How the hell are you? Are you well? I'm getting better, guys. I don't know what percentage I'm at the moment. I'd say maybe 85%. Yeah, so I'm feeling a bit better. I'm actually filming this with my new kitten beside me. Now, this could go horribly wrong because he's learnt how to attempt to climb up my legs. I tell you what, yesterday he did it in the kitchen and I screamed. So maybe he won't do it again. That's what I'm hoping. Anyway, so he's by the side of me right now, on the floor, playing with one of his little toys. So I just thought I'd let you know that. How the hell are you? I hope you're all well. I hope you're a lot warmer than we are, because we ain't that warm. We ain't that warm over in England at the moment, and I'm fed up with it. But let me tell you something. There's somebody over in Indianapolis who is having a bit of a better time with the weather situation. It's not fair. It's just not fair. Anyway, so let's get on with this and let's see what this person has been up to. Okay, it's him. Okay. See, there's no point in me trying to. Oh, that was my that was my microphone stand. Yeah, just ignore me. It's one of those days, guys. Anyway, this was filmed a month ago, which is weird because I just did a garden one. Anyway, that's by the by. And it's on his Peeder Does Stuff channel. Okay, so he's going to be doing this time. He's not just going to be sat there looking at the camera thinking he's God's gift. I don't know what he thinks he's God's gift of, but anyway, that's by the by. So, as I say, it's called How Are My Plants? Now, those of you that know me will know I love my garden. I love my garden. It's going to be fun this year with 2 cats in it. Let me tell you. Anyway, so just get on with it, Jan. We're 2 minutes in and I'm still waffling. So let's see how his plants are, shall we? Are we ready for this, guys? Are we? All right then.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. Hello.
What are you guys doing today? Okay, I have to be very careful because I just started the video and I went hello, 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 and I used my little squirt bottle and it got all over the camera and all over the lens, and then I had to clean the lens and everything like that. So, welcome.
Oh, okay. I suppose it's a bit different to the other video he did where he was just talking. Well, what's he talking about? Nobody knows. Nobody knows and nobody cares. But, okay, let's carry on.
To our bathroom. How are you guys doing today?
Oh, he's in the bathroom. Okay. Oh, okay. That's different. That's a bit of a surprise, isn't it? I'm well surprised. Okay.
I thought that all winter long, I would be giving you guys updates on the plants, but I have not done that. And
why? Any reason why you've not done that? Anyway, I'm just being picky, guys. Stop it, Jack.
And it is March 6th, and every once in a blue moon, I'll get a comment over here or a comment on my vlogs, and people will say, how are the plants doing? Are they still alive? Because everybody knows that I do not have a green thumb, okay? So here's the thing.
Okay. Do people actually ask him how his plants are? Really? Okay, I have to take it. He said it, so I have to take it as, yeah.
The plants that I keep outside, like the flowers in the summer and the mums in the fall and stuff like that, I do pretty good with that. I don't know.
Well, you don't actually have to do anything with them, do you? You just plant the mums, as you call them. You buy them as fully fledged mums in pots. Have you actually planted one yourself? I suspect not. and the ones that your neighbor helped you plant in that in that soil that sort of looked more like clay. Listen, you can't help where you live. You can't help what the soil is like where you live. But what you can do is buy soil or topsoil and mix it in with your crap soil. Do you know what I mean? I know what I'm talking about, guys. I know about gardening. There. What can I say?
A problem with that, watering them. I water them, you know, when I'm like every day, every other day, and things like that. But
right, I'm going to be picky, because one thing I've noticed, you do notice when you listen to people speak regularly, which unfortunately I have to do with this person because I'm doing these reactions, but you notice their sort of speech patterns and the idiocy of them. Now, with him, he'll say like, I water my plants every day or every other day and stuff like that. What's the stuff like that? I want to know what the stuff like that is. If any of you find out when Peeder says stuff like that, what does he mean? It's just a little irritant. What can I say? Just, yeah. But then he is a little irritant. Hey ho.
The inside plants, the house plants that we have, I don't do very well with that. In fact, I have one of those. Is it called I think it's called a monstera, which is so funny because that's my last name. Is that what it's called? It's a pretty common.
What? Your last name's Monstera? No, it isn't. It's Monn. Stop lying. We all know what your surname is. It's not Monstera or Monstera. Anyway.
House plant. And for all the videos that I filmed for years when I sat in a chair downstairs with the ring light, it was like behind me and it was like in this yellow pot. And inside the yellow pot was actually this little cup that I had bought it in. And it would just like, it never grew anywhere. But the soil in that pot, that little like pot thing, would get so dry. And then
Dooby dooby doo. This is so boring.
I would just like saturate it with water and then
dooby dooby doo. So very boring.
Like 3 days later, it would be so dry. The plant was like crying, like, water me, water me.
Dooby dooby doo. I'm going out of my mind.
So recently I repotted that plant and I was so scared to do it because I don't know anything about repotting plants.
It's not difficult, Peeder. You basically get, as I said, topsoil, or you can get house plant soil. You get a bigger doobie, what's it called? What's it called, Oakley? Pot. Yeah, you get a bigger pot. Anyway, doesn't matter.
And I asked my neighbor across the street, and she was like,
"See, it's that neighbor. It's that neighbor again. That poor neighbor. I wonder how old she is." Anyway, excuse my voice. As I said, I'm only 85% better. But hey, let's carry on.
Well, I don't really do a lot of inside plants. I do, plants outside. And my neighbor next door, Laura, she is like really into indoor plants. Like she has a whole room dedicated to it and everything like that. And so,
we got another, and anything like that, everything like that. Okay, you guys, you better put it down in the comment section. What's he talking about when he says anything like that or everything like that? Anyway, am I just being too picky?
So I asked her and she kind of explained it to me and whatever. And I was like, okay, I think I have this. So I repotted this plant and I actually used one of those, what do you call it? Those pots that has like the water on the bottom with the string.
Nobody cares. So we're going to gallop on like I like to do and say he's still sat in exactly the same place. I wonder if he's going to sort of introduce us to his plants. Do you know, on Instagram, I follow some very talented people who love their plants, and I'm always a little jealous because I do like house plants, but I'm not great with them, I guess. But yeah, so I like fake. Just give me fake. Bit like Peeder. Give me fake. Here we go.
Plant that he brought like a stem home from the office, and it didn't do very well. So that
It didn't do very well, guys. Well, what you meant to do, if you got a stem, you stick it in some water. That's it. Help the roots to grow. And then when the roots have grown, then you plant them. What's difficult? Okay, all right.
that plant didn't make it. That's his fault, not my fault. But listen, my plants are doing okay. So anyway, for those of you that watch, you know, my whole saga of the summer and the flowers and the plants, I always have a hard time at the end of every summer getting rid of my plants. I have like a really hard time. And people are like, why don't you?
What do you mean getting rid of your plants? What? What do you do? Go out there and pull them out? I mean, oh, okay.
You keep them inside? Why don't you keep them in the garage? Our garage has no light, number one. Number two, it is just as freezing cold as it is outside. So there's no reason to.
Why have you got a garage without a light in it? I mean, what's the point? I mean, so if you come in at night time, you've been out and, you know, you've had a nice meal out and you come home and it's dark and you park in the garage, you're in pitch black? What? It's all rather odd.
To keep them in the garage. Our basement has no light. I'm not going to get a bunch of lights for all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, to keep.
I remember talking about his basement. I remember years ago. Remember when he had that? He used to do you now videos, live streams, and oh my God, we saw the real Peeder. Then let me tell you, check out the Peeder and Petty Page video. That was in the you now. Anyway, he was always talking about doing up the basement. I'm gonna be doing up my basement, and I'm gonna be moving that over to there, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do that. Guess what? He did nothing. Bugger all. So the basement, as we've just learned, doesn't even have lights in it. What's wrong with you, man? Just sort yourself out. Come on.
Keep flowers alive for like a year, you know, and things like that. And
we got another things like that. Keep flowers alive and things like that. So that's 3. We're 4 minutes into his video and he said it 3 times. And each time he says it, it has absolutely no meaning, no substance, nothing. So just stop saying it. It's just pointless. It's just more words. More garbled words. Just stop.
But I always wanted to keep my Fernalicious alive. And this year, I fell in love with Fernalicious. If you guys watched, you know, I was so in love with Fernalicious.
No, I didn't watch, so I don't care. So let's move on. Oh, he's reaching over. There we go. Let's go to there. Here we go.
So what I have up in the bathroom is I have this little palm tree that we had downstairs years ago and brought her upstairs. I can't remember what I named.
I have to say that looks in quite good condition. A little yellow, so maybe too much water. And no, it's not a palm tree. It's not a palm tree. It's a yucca plant. Okay. All right. I'm just saying, guys. Can't help it. If you know, you know.
I named her Stella. I think I might want to change her name to Thelma, but she's doing okay. But I think I'm going to take her outside for the summer and see how she does. But then we have...
Yeah, fry her out in the sun. She's quite happy there. You know, a little yellow. But, you know, she's quite happy there. But never mind, yeah, on your hottest day, take that plant out and watch it shrivel under the sun. What can I say, guys? What can I say? It's that. Anyway, I'm just giving him tips. I hope he appreciates it.
Fernalicious, which she's back here. And then her two brothers. And remember, I named her brother Simon and Garfunkel because I said, you guys can name the plants. And so somebody recommended Simon and Garfunkel. And I thought, oh, my mom will love that. So I named the two.
Oh, your mum will love that. But your mother's no longer here. Your mother's passed years and years. Oh, anyway, what's the point? Right, let's move over to here. Oh, look, it looks like he's doing a David Attenborough here. He's getting stuck in. Okay, let's do this. This looks like fun, guys. Here we go.
Let me show you if I can show you some of this. So anyway, so the palm trees, as you can see, we're starting to kind of get, like, you can hear it. They're getting kind of brittle.
Why does he think that everything's a palm tree? Not every plant is a palm tree. And the thing is, if he knew he was going to be talking about his plants, could he not have just Googled just to check that he was talking about the right plant by the right name? Oh, okay. Whatever. We're talking about Peeder, who does very little. Anyway.
And all and stuff like that. But what was interesting about it was at the root down here of the palm plants, they would start to grow. And like, as you can see right here, this is a fresh green palm. But she has...
Now that's interesting. That is interesting. And I'm not joking around. It's interesting because the rest of the plant looks dead. So what you need to do, Peeder, is cut the rest of the plant off. Okay, so that you've just got the new growth, because otherwise the energy to help the plant grow will be going to the dead branches. You don't want that. Okay, so just cut it down, all right? Because the other bit looks dry, crisp. It's sort of, yeah, it's sighing its last plant breath. I mean, what can I say? Anyway, carry on.
Has grown straight out of the root of like one of these that you can see. This one's dying right here.
Yes, cut it off. Cut it off right down there, down the bottom. I mean, if you haven't got any proper garden shears, just use scissors. Just cut it off because it's draining away from this one. It's draining away from the new growth. Anyway, why am I bothering?
Like this. But you can see that at the bottom, it's starting to grow. So I don't know what that is about these plants, but like they die at the top like this. And then at the root, they start growing again. And look, she's...
Well, I mean, you should be pleased. It's got new growth. I mean, stop. Anyway.
She's beautiful. She's bright green. So I didn't honestly think that the palm trees, the palm plants, whatever they are, would make it through the winter. I thought I'm going to have to get rid of those and whatever. And the only thing is that there is literally...
Make it through the winter. They're indoors. I would have thought that plants don't really recognize the different seasons if they're indoors, but what do I know?
From Fernalicious, her dead leaves all over here. Now I water them. Well, the palm plants I water about every third day. I was doing it like once a week because that's what people recommended. But I've noticed that they need a little bit more water than that. So I water them about every third day. Fernalicious, I water about every day.
Right. All right, you're paying attention. Okay, let's move on. Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, I tell you what, I've never seen so much movement in one vlog. I'm quite impressed, guys. Here we go. Oh, we're talking about the fern now. Okay.
Or outside. I don't want to do it in here because I'm going to get so many weeds and stuff. And I know that it would help her growing and things like that if I did this. But I have to be honest with you, there's so much of this crap that I have to clean up literally like every 2 or 3 days from like the part of her that's dying.
Oh, God forbid. Just blooming sort her out, will you?
That I don't want to have to do it in here because then I have to like sweep up the whole bathroom and, you know.
Yeah, that'd be dreadful. And I bet we get her and all that stuff. Here we go.
Bringing the shop back and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to wait till she goes out.
See? Told you. Told you. He was going to say it. God. It's just too easy, guys. Sorry. It's just too easy.
Outside. and then I'm gonna pick off all the dead parts of her. The palm plants, it's easier to pick off the dead parts of her because it's long and it's like extended, but she's doing pretty good. Look at Fertilicious. She's great. Now I spray them too.
Yeah, she's doing quite well. Probably do even better if you gave her a bigger bowl. Every time I go to say a bigger pot, my brain goes like, and yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if that's the right place for her. It looks like quite a big plant. Stick it in another pot. That's what I'd say. I mean, yeah. I know you're going to listen to me. What's he got in his hand there?
Too. I spray. I don't know if that does anything, but I like doing it. I like spray. See, she likes it, I think. She's like, oh, that feels so refreshing and good. But look, she's doing good.
How old are you? How old is this man? Anyway, let's move on. I can't. Oh, right, we're back to that. I have to say, it's good to see him interacting with something else in one of his videos. Apart from himself. Normally he's like just interacting with himself. Here we go.
You like these palm plants are doing really, really well right now.
Okay, so we've gone back to that. We've done that already. All right. Don't repeat. Nobody likes repeating. Peeder. Right. Anyway, is it worth doing that, guys? We've got to the 20-minute stage. Yay! I'm doing a little happy dance, as you can't see me. Right, okay. I think that's the last time. Right, okay. Peeder, this is the last bit. What gem are you going to give us?
Middle of April. The palm plants, I'll probably wait till May when it's a little bit more humid and a little bit more warm. But still, I'm like less than 2 months away from getting these plants outside. So yay! I made it. They survived the winter. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. And so.
Well, that's it, guys. He's excited and he's happy. I don't know of anyone that sort of puts plants outside that have been in the house all winter. But what do I know? As I said, what do I know? I don't know anything, guys. Nothing. And neither does this neither does this person here. Mr. Peeder! But anyway, it was a slightly different video. I'll give him that. On his Peter Does Stuff channel, I mean, he did kind of do stuff. He turned around, looked at the plant, turned back, garbled, turned around again, looked at the plant again. Yeah, it was a bit repetitive, but hey, what can we expect from Peeder? Well, I tell you what you can expect from me. The time when I say, oh my God, my favorite time of the video. 3, 2, 1. Get off my screen! That's better. We're done, guys. We're done. So, yeah, hope that wasn't too painful for you. How are you? You all right? Anyway, you take care of yourselves out there. Oh, check out my other videos. Check out my my live streams as well. They're normally quite sort of fun. 3 of us in there. But hey, we know how to talk. And also check out my other videos. Oh, sorry, I just dropped something. Just dropped a clanger. So you take care of yourselves out there and be very careful because trust me, it's a rotten old world. So until the next one, bye-bye for now.